Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Binda, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about a store, and I'm going to be breaking down that store that failed miserably for me. It was one of my first stores that I started, and I didn't even make a single sale on the store. And I spent thousands of dollars in advertising and getting the store made, and pretty much just getting everything up and running. So this was one of my first stores, so it's hopefully it's going to help a lot of you guys which are thinking about starting dropshipping or have started dropshipping and you're not seeing any results. So without any further ado, let's jump into my computer so I can show you guys the store and pretty much just take you through the whole process. So this is the page of the store right here. I don't have the domain anymore or the website. It's called Walls Decor. I was looking it up and I saw that somebody else is running the store now, or somebody else has bought the domain and is running the store. But it looks like it's very similar to what I had. I had pretty much a very similar layout. I had some slideshows with some of the products, and I had all this stuff starting at $10, which is very 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 weird to me because I pretty much had the same price points, the same kind of stuff. Almost 80-85% of the stuff that you see here, I had that on my store as well. So let me walk you through why I started the store. So why did I start the store? Well, the reason why I started the store is because I thought it was cool. That's literally the only reason why I started it, is because I was just one of these days I was just sitting on my couch and I was just looking around thinking about ideas to make money online, and I had already known about Shopify dropshipping and I wanted to get into dropshipping, but I didn't know where to start. So I was like, let me pick a niche, let me pick what I want to sell, and then I'll sell that. And I was just sitting on my couch, and then I was looking around, and I saw some home accessories and stuff, painting stuff on the wall, clocks and all that, and I was like, maybe I can sell that. And I looked on AliExpress and it was pretty cheap, and I was like, maybe there's some potential. So I pretty much just started the whole process. I thought of a name. I came up with Walls Decor. I got the logo made. I got the, excuse me, about the domain, about the emails and all that, and then I got the store made. At that point, I was not making the stores myself because I thought, it took a lot more than just spending half an hour and just watching a video and just copying everything. I thought it was a lot more than that, so I had somebody make the store for me. And it's a nice looking store, but what I'm trying to say is that you don't need to have somebody make your store. You don't need to spend all that extra money when you're starting out, because you don't even know if the product that you're selling, if the idea that you're trying to sell is going to work or not. So that was the first mistake, that I spent a lot of money on the store and I didn't do enough research making sure that what I'm trying to sell would sell. So which was the first mistake, that I started with a niche store. If I was to start right now, if I was to start all over, and even then when I started all over, what worked for me was a general store. And that's what I recommend that all of you guys do, is because just because you don't know what kind of product is going to work for you, and once you have a winning product that you're selling profitably, that you're making some money off of, you can build a store around that product, build a brand around that product, and really take it to the next level. And so now I'm going to tell you guys what I did when I made the store, what were some of the first things I did, and how I started promoting the products, and what exactly I did to promote those products, and what the results were. So let's go all the way down so we can look at the first post. As you guys can see here, this page was made on July 7th, 2017, which is around the time I started dropshipping. Before that, I had been doing research for about 3-4 months prior to that, but I never really got into it, just like most people don't get into it, just because they never start. And this was when I finally started, made the page, and did all that. So as you can see, you go down here, let's go on posts, and this is the design that I'm talking about. So what I actually did was I hired somebody from Fiverr, and I sent them this background photo right here, and I had them make a photo like this for all of the stuff, like pretty much every single thing that I was selling on my website. I had them make a photo like this, so I can make a slideshow, so I can have those photos on the product page, because I wanted to make it look more like a brand, and more like something that's more official and more real than just a drop shipping store. But that did not end up paying. So this was actually one of the first products that I promoted, and I posted it on July 17th, so I would assume that's when I started promoting it. I don't have access to the ad account anymore, so for some reason, and I don't even remember what ad account I was using to test these products. So yeah, I can't show you guys the exact ad copy, but I mean, not the ad copy, the ad targeting and all that, but it was very, very, very vague. It was just like I was targeting, like I had one ad set targeting cats and the age was open and it was just worldwide. And I had boosted it, and as you guys can see, it got some reach and I got a lot of reactions, I got a lot of comments and stuff. And obviously I got engaged, not engaged, I got attached to the product. So when I started seeing, people are commenting, people are liking, that's a great feeling that you get. And maybe some of you guys have had that feeling when you post a new ad and then you start putting some money behind it and you start promoting it. You see that people are liking it, and then you get a good feeling because you feel like now people are like, you feel like there's a demand for the product when there's really not. So that's why I started seeing all this and I was like, maybe let me start commenting on these people's comment. And people started liking my comments, but they never bought the product. And eventually I kind of figured that, it's time for me to move on to a new product. So that's what I did. And then I started promoting this Harley Davidson product. And I don't even know why I started it. I don't even know why I did it, why I picked this product out of all the products, but I did. And I put quite a few $100 behind it. And as you can see, there were a lot of people commenting again, but nobody really buying. And I was like, all right, maybe I need to start that again. Maybe I need to start commenting, telling people what to do, have a call to action. Not really, but that didn't work as well. So now I want to talk about why I think these didn't work. There's a lot of things that that go into place to make these ads work, but some of the things that I've noticed, I'm going to walk you guys through those. So one of the first things that I think why it didn't work was because the ad copy was not appealing at all. Like if I right now look at this ad copy and I just go like why did I make that, right? But what I would have done differently is, number one, obviously I would have done more research and see if the product is proven to sell or if it's just like any product. And second thing I would do is I would not write any of this, and I would write a benefit of having this, or maybe just kind of have just touch a pinpoint or show off the product in another way and have a more appealing ad copy. And then instead of just having the photo of the product, I would try to at least have a slideshow or potentially a video of the product. And I would do the same for this one too. And I would have a call. So these ones, they didn't have a call to action. There was no offer in the post. I was not promoting any offer like 50% off, free shipping, buy one get one free, or get one to buy one today to get it in 3 days or something, right? If you have US shipping. So I did not have any offer to so people would take themselves on that offer. There was nothing that they were really buying, right? Or they had to buy. The ad copy was not selling anything. It was just showing a product that people wanted to like but not buy. So as you can see, I got 4.6 likes on this product. 22,000 people reached, but I didn't get a single like. I didn't get a single sale. And I saw a lot of people sharing it. And I was like, maybe if I get a lot of shares, maybe people who are interested in the product will start to see the product and they'll start to buy the product, but that never happened. And again, I was boosting the products. I was not, not running conversion ads, purchase ads. I was boosting the product. And then this is another one. I was like, maybe let me try and put the price in there. Let me try and throw the price in there and see if that works. And let me actually promote more products. So try a carousel ad. The ad was decent, but didn't get me a single sale at all. So I did that all over again with another product, nothing. So what I'm trying to say is that, number one, do not start with a niche store, start with a general store, because you don't know what product is going to work for you. You don't know what product that you test is going to end up making you your first $100,000. And now, when I was testing these products, I didn't know what KPIs to look at either. So KPIs, for those of you who don't know what KPIs is, it's the blah, 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 blah. KPIs is short for key point indicators. So these are some of the things that we look at before deciding if we want to scale an ad or if we want to kill an ad. And I'll get in depth in these KPIs on another video, because that's a whole nother video by itself. But that's what I didn't do. I didn't look at any KPIs. I was just looking at if I'm getting a lot of likes. I got attached to the product and I was getting a lot of engagement, and then I just kept it running. Now, the second thing that I did was I was doing PPE ads and I was doing boosts, and I didn't know what a purchase ad or a conversion ad is. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make, is that they get into drop shipping, they get into Facebook ads without taking the time to learn the system and learn the platform, and seeing what's gonna get the money and what's gonna make the money and what the objectives are for. People don't get familiar with the platform, and they just pretty much just start doing it, right? And what I would recommend is that if you're somebody who's just starting out, watch a lot of YouTube content and buy a course on Udemy. Courses on Udemy are really cheap. They're like $10, and sometimes they actually end up teaching you something. But in my opinion, you don't need Udemy at all. You just need, if you're just trying to get started and get your first, some $100, $1,000 in profit, there's a lot of content on YouTube that you can watch to get started and do that, because that's exactly what I did. When I was starting out, I bought maybe 2 or 3 courses, but they didn't teach me a single thing, and then I was just on YouTube for a while until I made some profit. And once I got some profit, that's when I started reinvesting the profit into learning more from people who are achieving the results that I want to achieve, and that's how I kind of grew my stores and my revenue and all that stuff. Now, here are some lessons that I learned from having this store fail, and also from pretty much just experiencing all that. I learned that you want to start with the general store, and number 2 is that you want to learn from your mistakes. When you make a mistake, it means that you did something wrong, and if you find out that what you did wrong, and if you do it right, then now you're one step closer to success, because now you're not going to make that mistake anymore, because you learned from it, rather than just making that mistake and then just kind of sitting there telling yourself like, oh, you're a piece of shit, you don't know what to do, you're never going to succeed, and just kind of talking yourself out of a potential business that can make you a lot of money. Third thing is that you have to be always willing to learn. You can't be one of those people who think that they know everything, Mr. Think I know it all and all that stuff. You need to be open to learn, and you need to, when you're starting out, you need to be on YouTube like 24/7. YouTube, podcasts, read books, watch webinars. That's what I was doing. I have watched at least 15, 20 webinars in a single month when I was starting out, right? So, and a webinar is like an hour to 2 hours. So anytime I would be free, I would either sign up for a webinar, I would be on YouTube just watching video after video after video, just consuming content, see what other people are doing, see what strategies they're sharing. Doesn't matter if they have 10,000 subscribers or 2 subscribers. Sometimes the most I learned was from videos that had the least views. Just because a video has a lot of views doesn't mean that it has the most valuable content. So you need to be always be learning, always be looking up, things like, if you want to learn more about product research, then look up Shopify product research 2019, Shopify product research 2018. Just watch all the videos that come up and just learn from them. And the last thing that I can say is always stay consistent and never give up. If I had given up after my store failed, I would not be sitting in this chair teaching you guys, showing you guys the stuff that I'm going to be showing in the next few weeks, 2 months. And I've made multiple 6 figures online, and I would not have made that if it wasn't for this store. If this store had not failed, or if I had not learned from my mistake, and I had just gone back to my job and just gone back to oh, this is not for me, it's not gonna work, it's dead, then I wouldn't be sitting here. There's always, if there's people that are making money in the thing that you want to do, then there's definitely potential, because if they're making money, then why can't you make that money, right? The only thing that they did wrong, or that they did right, that you did wrong, was that they had that learning curve that you're still going through. A lot of people think that people who are making a lot of money online, people who are doing all this, they just somehow know it. No, they don't somehow know it. They learn from their mistakes. They put money into their personal education, their self-education. They put money into their business so their business can grow. And that's why scared money doesn't make any money, right? So you need to be able to risk your money. You need to be able to take potential risks that are gonna potentially 10x to 100x your business. So once again, I hope you guys learned something from this video, and I hope I was able to bring you some value, showing you an old store that failed and showing you my mistakes and not just showing you my successes. And because at the end of the day, you're gonna learn more from my mistakes, because you're actually able to learn something and avoid that mistake, and avoid spending whatever $100, $1,000, and avoid that mistake. And I want to take this time to tell you guys that I'm going to be coming out with weekly content from now on. I have all the equipment that I need. I have an office that I need, and I'm going to be making consistent videos every single week, giving you guys content that's going to help your business get it to the next level, and also help you pretty much learn new strategies that are working today in 2019, in April of 2019, and not in March of 2018 or March of 2017. And also want you to go ahead and comment any questions that you have about this video, or any product, any not product ideas, any video ideas that you have, any specific videos that you guys want me to make, maybe on product research, maybe on Facebook ads, scaling, testing, anything of any sort. Go ahead and comment below, and I'll be more than happy to get that into consideration. And I also want you guys to subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on, because I'm going to be doing weekly Q&As on this channel, live Q&As. So if you have the notification on, it'll send you a notification as soon as I go live. And also follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my account down below, and subscribe to the channel once again, and I will see you guys in the next video.